Panasonic Eneloop Pros. £12, £13 for a pack of 4. I've been using them for a couple of years, and these are brilliant. They're 2500 milliamp hour, and that is accurate. They're really good. They're particularly good for high drain equipment, high current, like radio transmitters, or most of the time I'm using these for things like photographic flashes, which need a quick refresh rate, and they're brilliant. Using previous batteries that I used to use, it was hopeless. I use them in a number of devices, but most notably the photographic flashes. Moving to these from the old batteries I used to use was an eye opener. Using the batteries just that aren't up to the job, well, it's just frustrating. The refresh rate in the flashes was unusable with most of the other ones that I tried. When I changed to these, it just solved all the problems. They just went away, and I can just keep firing the flashes, and they're great. I can't recommend them enough. I have in fact recommended these to quite a few people. So a lot of confidence in these, especially over time. They keep the charge. Even after a year and a bit, they say 85% capacity maintained. I'd agree with that. And thinking back, when I started using these, I thought they were expensive, but now they seem a tiny price really to pay for something that just solves all the problems. But also going to be reliable for a good several years, and probably more. So I've got approximately 34 of these. I bought all of the 30 odd that I've got from one seller. It was Battery Saver UK on eBay, and recommend them totally. Never had a problem. And when it came to buying a couple of new packs at New Year, just before New Year, I couldn't remember the name of the company that I bought all the rest of them from. I didn't bother looking it up, so I just thought I'd look on eBay, and simply because I bought these from that supplier, Battery Saver UK, and I've never had any problems. So I've never had any need to sort of memorise the name, I guess. So I couldn't remember who it was. Anyway, I thought I'd take a chance and just go to another supplier, especially since they had an advert listing on eBay that said genuine 5th generation Eneloop Pros, and they were about the same price. So I had no reason to suspect that there was going to be something wrong. I get them, and looking at the labelling, it looks exactly the same as they normally do. Taking the batteries out of the pack, the labelling on first glance looks the same, but then I noticed a bit of a difference, because this light in here where it says AA, the voltage and the capacity, I remember that being like brighter, which was a little bit odd. And then I suddenly realised that, hey, hang on a minute, that doesn't feel like an Eneloop Pro. So I went back and got one of the other ones, and I compared the two, and I thought, that's a lot lighter. That's a genuine one. This is a fake one. And I gave them to my wife to try, and she noticed straight away that there was a massive difference in weight. So then looking at them, she noticed that it's actually smaller. And I thought, it can't be smaller, surely. Even if you're making fake batteries, you're going to get the size right. But yeah, absolutely. The size is different. If you measure at the genuine Eneloop Pro, there, it comes out at 49. If you measure one of these fake ones, you're looking at almost a millimetre less. On the diameter, you're looking at 14 and a bit. You put one of the fake ones in, and it's noticeably slack. It's half a millimetre difference. Also, notice that on some of them, because I've got 8, that the positive terminal is not always central. And that is another thing. The insulation, I noticed that that looks as though it's about to come off. And I thought, I don't remember any loops being like this. And then I compared it with the genuine one. No, that's nothing like it. Look at the difference. On the bottom, look at the difference there. Then that's neat, nicely finished off. This one has got dinks and bits and that plastic sort of peeling off a bit there. And it's not even sealing properly. So I thought, no, this isn't right. So, okay, I'll charge them up. Well, first of all, I'll get the scales and we'll weigh them. I've got to take a picture of this so I can put it on. So we've got that's a genuine Eneloop Pro there, and we're getting 30 grams, which is exactly what's on the Panasonic website. If you look on the Panasonic website, the specifications for these batteries, that is how much they are supposed to weigh, and that is 30.2. Let's take a picture of that. Now you put the fake ones on, and that's 18. That's 17.7. That's 17.3. And that's 17.8. That's a massive difference. That's almost half the weight, which is normally the telltale something's genuine or not. So I charged them up, and from the beginning I was getting at least 2500 milliamp hours out of the genuine Eneloop Pros, and after using them for a year or so, I still get near on that, slightly less maybe. Most of them are still charging to that, more or less that amount, and I've used them a lot. I charged these up. I made a note. Look, the first four, 15. Now, I didn't just charge them up, I did a NOR test on a professional charger. So what it does is it charges the battery up, it discharges it, and then it charges it again from empty. So you get a good reading. So I got 15 on one, and then the others ranged from 548 milliamp hours, 602, 576, and then the other four, the other pack, was 538, 527, 641, 583. So not good. I contacted the supplier of these and told them, I made a list of the differences, the weight, the size, dimensions, the charge capacity, and they sent a message back saying, we assure you that they're genuine, and we have certification to prove it. So, giving them the benefit of the doubt, I thought, well, okay, fair enough. I was tempted to go to trading standards, because the trouble is, you see, is that these batteries are excellent. Now, if people buy these piles of shite, then they're going to try them out, and they're going to get the opinion that Panasonic Eneloop Pros are rubbish, especially at 500, 600 milliamp hours for something that's meant to be 5 times that. You know, it's quite a joke, really. So these look to me to be repackaged recycled cells or cheap cells, you know, like these horrible things here. Are they called Ultra Fire? Or, oh, here you go, Ultra Fire. Don't bother with these, whatever you do. No, they're cheap, and they're nasty. They're really nasty. So a couple of people who were looking for batteries were going to buy these because they seem like they're a good deal. I bought, like, they're going to the tip along with some others that I've got. You know, it's a total waste of money. Well, recycling somewhere, hopefully. What a waste. So, yeah. So respect to Panasonic for their genuine article, but this company seemed to be under the impression that they are genuine. Anyway, be careful, because, you know, you're not just talking about convenience and, you know, and just getting the right idea of a company that, you know, that produce excellent batteries. But these sort of things that are going around, it's really out of order. Really out of order. So finishing off, I recommend these Eneloop Pros, but make sure you buy them from a proper supplier and weigh them. Look at the packaging. Look at the way that they're designed. And if it looks like that shite and it weighs half the weight, you know, and once you've tested them, they don't actually come up to the full spec. Use a decent battery charger. The company said they're going to offer a refund, but it was a complicated thing because I had to get in touch with eBay and there was glitches there, but it's just inconvenience. But no, the company that I bought them from has offered a full refund, so that's in the process of happening at the moment once I've done this video. But I was tempted to send them off to Trading Standards, but that's going to complicate things and I won't get me refund. But hopefully making this video clearly shows that they're not real. 4 genuine Eneloop Pros weigh in at 120. There you go, 30 grams each, 120. The fake rubbish weigh in at 70. Half the weight. Anyway, I hope this helps people who are looking for genuine batteries, and you know, do check. Look on the company website, check the specifications, find out what they're supposed to weigh, and test the capacity. You know, test the capacity a couple of times, you know, before you use them in something that you're going to be relying on, where other people are going to be relying on you. And also check the measurements. Something as simple as, you know, you can clearly see that is shorter. Clearly see that is shorter, and you can clearly see that it's narrower, so it doesn't fit in the equipment properly. It's moving around, so therefore that's going to be a bad contact on the equipment that you're using, which is going to cause electrical problems. The distance from the base to the tip of the positive terminal is a good half a mil, 3/4 of a mil less on that one, but they vary. So anyway, there we go. I think hopefully that will be useful. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you found it useful, and Battery Saver UK on eBay. That's where I bought all the genuine ones from, and they're great, good service as well, and they arrive quick delivery. So shout out to them. Right, thanks for watching. See you on the next video.